ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। विश्वं दर्पणदृश्यमाननगरी तुल्यं निजान्तर्गतं पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया बहिरिवोद्भूतं यथा निद्रया। यः साक्षात्कुरुते प्रबोधसमये स्वात्मानमेवाद्वयं तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नम इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये। 19th Vartika we will chant on page 35 at the bottom together. Right? मेघच्छन्नोऽंशुमालीव मायया मोहितोऽधिकं किञ्चित्कर्ता च किञ्चिज्ञो लक्ष्यते परमेश्वरः। मायया अधिकं मोहितः परमेश्वरः किंचित कर्ता च किंचिज्ञः लक्ष्यते. This is what was said, that Parameshwar alone is known as kinchit karta kinchijñah when covered by Maya. Means Parameshwar alone gets the title of Jiva. Jivatva upadhi is also really of that Chaitanya. Chaitanya alone with Samashti Maya Upadhi, when it is not Mohitaha, then that Parameshwara, that Chaitanya is called Parameshwara, Ishvara. And that same Chaitanya with either we say limited upadhi, smaller conditioning, or parichinna upadhi, or with Maya, under control of Maya, then that same Chaitanya is called Jiva. So here that way of looking, interpretation is, just as the sun in the absence of cloud is shining bright, revealing everything, means Sarvagnya, and is capable of doing lot of things like producing lot of heat, etc., illumining all the plants and vegetable kingdom, etc. And that same sun, Amshumali, Meghachannaha, covered by the cloud, then it is Kinchidnyaha. It can have only very dim light, everything will look dark, and is not able to do much action as such. So Kinchit Karta. And we have already seen the tika of that. Now you see further. So the main point here is that Jiva is not an independent thing. According to this shloka, same Chaitanya is called as Ishvara, same Chaitanya is called as Jiva. And that example was given of the king, that in dream when he defeats other kings, then he is Ishvara. When he gets defeated by other kings, then he is Jiva like. Everything is in Swapna only. स्वप्न मनोरथस्य जीवदृष्टान्तस्य दार्ष्टान्तिकम् उक्त्वा स्वप्नेश्वर दृष्टान्तस्य दार्ष्टान्तिकम् आह यद्यत् करोति इति। स्वप्न मनोरथस्य जीवदृष्टान्तस्य दार्ष्टान्तिकम् उक्त्वा स्वप्नो मनोरथ of the jiva drishtanta, that darshtantikam is explained earlier. Then swapna ishwarasya drishtantasya darshtantikam. So in swapna, same person is jiva and ishvara. Now here jivatva is explained in 19th shloka. 20th shloka explains that in Darshtanta how it is Ishvara. Yadyat karoti janati tasmin pareshwarah raja vidwan swasamarthya दीश्वरो यमितीर्यते। यद्यत् करोति जानाति तस्मिन् परेश्वरः राजा विद्वान् स्वसामर्थ्या दीश्वरो यमितीर्यते। यद्यत् करोति janati. So karoti means there is kriya shakti, karma is there, and janati means jnana shakti. Kriya shakti, jnana shakti, both are mentioned here. Tasmin pareshwaraha. Tasmin sandhi is not done. Yesterday in Tattva Anusandhanam tasmin sandhi was done. When sandhi is done, then tasmin will become tasmin. That phrase came. Tasmin. How does that anuswara with sakara come? Tasmin. Naschavya prashan. That is the sutra. Tasmin pareshwara. Here sandhi is not done. And then because of that, whatever he does, in that he is pareshwara. Like Raja, like Vidwan. Raja is to show he is capable of doing everything. Vidwan is to show he knows everything in this way. Raja Vidwan swasamarthyat Ishwaroyam iti iryate kathyate. If somebody is Raja, people say he is Ishwara, means he can do anything. And somebody who is Vidwan, then people say he knows everything. So that Jiva alone gets the Sanya of Ishvara. In that way you have to understand. So what is the point here? When it is said Raja is called as Ishwaroyam or Vidwan is called as Ishwaroyam, what is the point the Vartikar is making here? Vartikar wants to say, see, these shlokas, there is some hidden thing he is teaching. What he is saying is that anywhere, if you see Jnana Shakti or Kriya Shakti, it is coming from the Shakti of Paramatma alone. So, somebody who appears as Kinchit Karta, Kinchit Jnaha, that is also belonging to Paramatma, as if it is appearing in this Jiva. That same Shakti of Paramatma appears in Jiva. And if somebody is in this world appearing as Sarvagnya or Sarvakarta, that also is Shakti of Paramatma. That is the point. Samarthya is available only from Paramatma. टीका यो यद्यत् स्वसामर्थ्यात् स्वातंत्र्येण करोति तस्मिन् तस्मिन् क्रियमाणे परमेश्वरो राजा. Whoever does whatever, यो यद्यत् स्वसामर्थ्यात् स्वातंत्र्येण करोति, the one who does anything with independence, means where he doesn't have to depend upon others, स्वातंत्र्येण करोति, like Raja. Tasmin tasmin kriyamane Pareshwara. In those kriya he is Parmeshwara. Pareshwara means Parameshwara. Parashchasau Ishwarascha iti Pareshwara. Pareshwara eva Parameshwara. Raja. And tatha swasamarthyat yadyat janati. Earlier it was said karoti. Now yadyat janati tasmin tasmin sa vidwan swatantra jnanavan ishvaro yam itiryate iti yojana. And if anybody knows anything, then that also swatantra jnanavan. He knows things independently. People say ishvaro yam. Oh, he is Ishvara in this way. So he gets this Ishwaratvam, people call him, but really speaking, that Jnanam and Kriya, everything is borrowed from Paramatma. Just like if there is one iron ball and you touch the iron ball and it burns you, what is the immediate thing you understand? When we touch the iron ball and iron ball burns us, so immediate thing is the iron ball doesn't have ability to burn. Ayo dahati asmin vakye dahana kriya dahana samarthyam kuta agatam. अग्नि एव दहन शक्ति समर्थः. दहन शक्ति सामर्थ्यम तस्मिन् एव वर्तते अग्नौ. So even when we say iron ball is burning, you understand iron ball is not burning. Empowered by Agni, iron ball is burning. In the same way, if anybody knows anything, if anybody is able to do anything, understand this is the Shakti of Parameshwara. So that Maya Shakti is expressing here. The only difference is that in Agni and Loha, you can separate them. But here you cannot separate the Jiva Chaitanya and the Ishvara Shakti, Maya. You cannot separate them as two physical entities. This is the limitation in the example, Drishtanta, Darshtanta, Bheda. So Shakti is always in that Shaktiman. And therefore, we have to understand that Jiva alone is actually none other than Ishvara. Just as Bimba is actually nothing other than, Pratibimba is actually nothing other than Bimba. So that Pratibimbavada Siddha. See, in Pratibimbavada, what is the main emphasis? Or in Abhasavada also, that Abhasa is mithya, and really speaking, your attention should turn to the original. So here Sureshwaracharya ji is Abhasavada. So he is clearly explaining that Jiva as Jiva is nothing. Jiva is really nothing but Paramatma. So the question was Ishwaratvam cha Jivatvam, right? This was the question. So that is now answered, that Ishwaratvam and Jivatvam is only with respect to how much the Maya has played the role. Has it overpowered the Chaitanya Ishvara, or is it under the power of Chaitanya? That is the only difference. There is no such thing called Jiva. And this is where there is Badha Samanadikaranya. In Aham Brahmasmi, Badha Samanadikaranya is what Sureshwaracharya ji in Abhasavada expects. So here this portion is done. Now Maikam Ishwaratvam Jivatvam Anya Sapeksham Vyutpadya Sarvatmatvam Chidatmano Vyutpadayan Sarvatmatvam cha Kidrisham Ityasya Prashnasya Uttaramaha Jnana Kriyeti. So the Ishwaratvam and Jivatvam. So he said Ishwaratvam is Maikam. Maikam Ishwaratvam. Ishwaratva is there because of Maya. And Jivatvam is Anya Sapeksham, dependent upon something else. So Jivatva is not an independent existence. Jivatvam Anya Sapeksham. Vyutpadya. Having explained this, next question is Sarvatmatvam cha Kidrisham. So Sarvatmatvam is of Chidatma. Chidatmanaha Sarvatmatvam Vyutpadayan. While explaining now Sarvatmatvam of Chidatma, Sarvatmatvam cha Kidrisham iti asya prashnasya uttaramaha. Next question that is answered is, what is the nature of Sarvatmatvam? Jnanakriye shive naikyat sankrante sarvajantushu Ishwaratvam cha jivanam siddham tachakti sangamat Jnanakriye shive naikyat sankrante sarvajantushu Ishwaratvam cha jivanam siddham tachakti sangamat. Sarvajantushu Jnanakriye Sarvajantushu Shivena Aikyat Jnanakriye Sankrante Jivanam Ishwaratvam cha Tat Shakti Sangamat Siddham. Sarvajantushu, in all beings, Shivena Aikyat, when all beings are identified with Shiva. Shivena Aikyat Jnanakriye Sankrante, the Jnanam and Kriya, Jnanancha Kriyacha iti Jnanakriye. Shivena Aikyat Jnanakriye Sankrante Jivanam. Sankramanam here means attainment. Like how in Taittiriya Upanishad it is said Annamayamatmanam upasankramati pranamayamatmanam So he attains annamaya, pranamaya. This is one way of explaining Sankramanam. But then another way of explaining Sankramanam later in Taittiriya itself, Annamayamatmanam upasankramya, Pranamayamatmanam upasankramya. So there what is meant is having disidentified, having dropped, means having gone beyond. That is the literal meaning, having gone beyond. So here having gone beyond Jnana Kriya means having already accomplished, already accomplishing Jnana and Kriya. When Shivena Aikya happens, then Jnana Kriya Sankrante Jivanam Ishwaratvam cha siddham. All jivas will have Ishwaratvam. When they have identification with Shiva, Shivena Aikyat, Jivanam Ishwaratvam siddham. Why? Tat Shakti Sangamat. When they are identified with the Shakti of Ishvara. Just like how I gave the example, when the iron ball is able to burn, it is only because of Agni Shakti Sangamat. In the same way here, Shiva Shakti Sangamat. When we have the ability of Paramatma, then we are able to accomplish so much. In other words, whatever abilities we have, that belongs to Ishvara. And the Jiva as a Chidabhasa is Mithya. So only Chaitanya remains, because all Upadhis, their abilities, they belong to Shiva. Right? In any Prakaran Grantha, normally how do you explain? There is Brahma, then there is Mula Vidya. From Mula Vidya comes the entire Srishti. So all Upadhis of Jiva belong to whom? Ishvara. Everything belongs to Ishvara. Because all Pancha Mahabhutas belong to Ishvara. Sthula Pancha Mahabhuta belongs to Ishvara. Sthula Sukshma Pancha Mahabhuta belongs to Ishvara. So everything belongs to Paramatma alone. So all Shaktis also belong to Paramatma. Jnana Shakti, Ichha Shakti, Kriya Shakti. Jiva, because of his Abhimana, starts thinking, I am doing this, I have done this, I am going to do this. This is his Abhimanam. Idam adya maya labdham, imam prapsya manoradham, idam asti, idam api me, bhavishyati, punarjanam. असौ मया हतः शत्रुः हनिष्ये च अपरानपि ईश्वरोऽहम् अहं भोगी सिद्धोऽहं बलवान् सुखी आढ्यो भी जनवान् अस्मि कोऽन्योऽस्ति सदृशो मया यक्ष्ये दास्यामि मोदिष्ये. All this is ajnanam only. I have done this, I will do this. So everything is Ishvara Shakti Sangama. So other than Chaitanya, anything else that we see in Jiva, all belongs to Ishvara. And that Ishvara Shakti, everything belongs to Chaitanya, Shuddha Chaitanya. So Jiva's negation is simplified here. When I wake up, this is called waking up. Prabodha Samaja is all this only. That when I wake up, then I realize really I am that Paramatma Swarupa. Why am I identifying with the finite Jiva? Jivanam Ishwaratvam Tat Shakti Sangamat Siddham. Tika. Sarvajantushu ye Jnana Kriye Jnatritvam कर्तृत्वम च ते स्वातंत्र्येण. सो ज्ञान एंड क्रिया. सो ज्ञातृत्वम कर्तृत्वम ते स्वातंत्र्येण ज्ञातृ कर्तृ शिवेन ऐक्यात्. That ability to know and ability to function, act, ज्ञातृ कर्तृ शिवेन ऐक्यात् तेषु संक्रांते. They are attained when one identifies with Shiva. Identifies means whether you want or not, you are identified only. Means we don't have choice. I cannot say I want to be outside of Ishvara. There is nothing outside of Samashti. No Vyashti can exist outside of Samashti. All Vyashti is always within Samashti. In fact, Vyashti is only a name. There is no real separate Vyashti apart from Samashti. This is how it is explained in Mandukya. That's why there is no Vishwa Taijasa explanation separate. There is only Vaishvanara Hiranyagarbha. In this way you have to say Saptangaha Ekonavimshati Mukhaha. So Shivena Aikya Teshu Sankrante Agnyaikyadiva Ayaf Pinde Dagdritvam. In the Ayaf Pinda, if there is Dagdritvam, it belongs to Agni only. Agni Aikyat Iva Ayaf Pinde Dagdritvam. Ataha Ishvara Shakti Yogat Jivanam Ishwaratvam Siddham. So Jivanam Ishwaratvam Ishvara Shakti Yoga. All Jivas will have Ishwaratvam only when they are endowed with Ishvara Shakti. So to whatever extent they have identified, then they will have to that extent. See, with this, immediately you can also remember the last shloka, because in last shloka he will say Syad Ishwaratvam Swataha. When somebody does this adhyanam of Dakshinamurti Stotram and also has done enough upasana etc., then in them you will see Ishwaratvam also. Ishvara eva sarvatma iti siddham tasya sarvatmatvam ityartha. So here then Ishvara alone is sarvatma. Sarvatmatvam is also of Ishvara. And Ishvara is none other than Shuddha Chaitanya alone. Only expressing with Upadhi he gets the role of Ishvara. Ishwaratvam is only apekshikam with respect to Upadhi. So Upadhi is apekshita or apekshita is Ishwaratvam. Nirupadhika is Chidatma Brahma alone. That's why in Pratignya he said Chidatmanoho Sarvatmatvam Vyutpadayan. And at the end he says Ishvara eva Sarvatma. So you should understand that Chidatma alone is Ishvara. In Mundakopanishad, the Dva Suparna Shruti you can understand here. Dva Suparna Sayuja Sakhaya Samanam Vriksham Parishashvajate Tayoranya Pipalam Swadvatti Anashtananyo Abhichakarshiti. One is eating fruits, another is only watching. Abhichakarshiti. Samane Vrikshe Purusho Nimagnaha Anishaya Shochati Muhyamanaha. So the other one is Muhyamanaha and Anishaya, helplessly Shochati, he goes on grieving. But when he sees the other and identifies with the other, Jushtam Yada Pashyati Anyamisham, then Tasya Mahimanam, because of his Mahima, Iti Vita Shokaha, he becomes free from Shoka. So when I understand my Swarupa as Paramatma, then I become free from these Upadhis, conditionings. Sarvajantu, next one. Sarvajantushu, Sarvajantushvavishishtam, Yajnanam, Tasya Swaprakashatvam ekatvancha sadhayati. Sarvajantushvavishishtam Yajnanam. In all beings, what is avishishtam jnanam? What is not different in all, what is not distinguished in all, सर्वजंतुषु अविशिष्टम यद ज्ञानम मीन्स व्हाट इज सेम इन ऑल तस्य स्वप्रकाशत्वम एकत्वम च इट इज स्वप्रकाश स्वप्रकाश मीन्स स्वयं प्रकाश इट इज सेल्फ ल्यूमिनस एंड इट इज वन एकत्वं च साधयति अयमिति. So what is the purpose of the next Vartika? That jnanam in all is swayam prakasha rupa swatah siddha and it is ekam. But we say jnanam is so different, it is from person to person, it is different, and there is ghatak jnanam, patak jnanam, ityadi, so many jnanams are there. And Devadatta's jnanam is different from Yajnadatta's jnanam and Chaitra and Maitra's jnanam. So now, how to understand jnanam, that is said. Ayam ghatoyam patai tyevam nana pratitishu arka prabhave अर्कप्रभेव ज्ञानं तत् स्वयमेव प्रकाशते. In your book, in your the second line of 22 is Jnanam Tat is there. Okay. There is another reading. And according to that reading, the Tika is written. Tika is not written here based on these shlokas actually, which you can see. So, you just first write down that instead of Jnanam Tat, it is Swajnanam. Swajnanam. Maybe at the back, they have the corrections. Have you seen? Pathantara is there, huh? At the back. Page number and pankti. Puta sankhya and pankti sankhya. What is this page? Third is (36). This is not given. But anyway, you make a note there. Let us chant this shloka. You can chant with Jnanam Tat only, whatever is given. Ayam ghatoyam patai tyevam nana pratitishu arka prabheva jnanam tat swayameva prakashate. Ayam ghataha, ayam pataha, iti evam nana pratitishu. In this kind of nana pratiti, the different experiences that we have with thoughts, ayam ghataha, ayam pataha, in this way, arka prabha iva tad jnanam swayameva prakashate. Arka prabha iva, like the light of sun, illumination of sun, ज्ञानम स्वयमेव प्रकाशते और स्वज्ञानम ज्ञानम तत् और स्वज्ञानम because in the tika it is given swajnanam swasya drashtuhu swarupa bhutam. So swajnanam shabda should be there somewhere, and that is the shabda swajnanam swasya drashtuhu स्वरूपभूतं ज्ञानं स्वयमेव प्रकाशते. स्वज्ञानम इज एक्सप्लेन्ड एज स्वस्य द्रष्टुः स्वरूपभूतं ज्ञानं. स्वज्ञानं स्वयमेव प्रकाशते स्फुरति इत्यर्थः. So now what is said here in this shloka? Ayam ghataha, ayam pataha, these kind of pratitis are there. So vishayas are changing. Is jnanam also changing? When we say ghata jnanam, pata jnanam, is jnanam changing or jnanam is one? So he says, iti evam nana pratitishu jnanam. In all these many, so nana pratitishu is bahuvachanam. Jnanam is ekvachanam. Jnanam prakashate. So what he wants to say, in many experiences there is only one jnanam. Like how Vidyaranya Swamiji begins Panchadashi, दृश्य शब्द नो पंचदशी दृश्य शब्दादयो वेद्याः वैचित्र्या जागरे पृथक् ततो विभक्ता तत्संवित् एकरूपा न भिद्यते. So that samvit ekarupa na vidyate. Samvit doesn't change. Samvit is same, changeless. That is the point he makes. Drishya Shabdadayo Vedya. That is how he begins, right? शब्दस्पर्शादयो वेद्याः वैचित्र्या जागरे पृथक् ततो विभक्ता तत्संवित् एकरूपान् न भिद्यते. So here also jnanam doesn't have difference. Because of upadhi it appears that jnanam is different. Ghatavachinna chaitanya, patavachinna chaitanya. So really it is chaitanya only. The avachedaka is different. नाना प्रतीतिषु. And it is स्वयं प्रकाश. स्वयमेव प्रकाशते. सिटिका स्वज्ञानम स्वस्य द्रष्टु. स्व means of the drashta chaitanya. स्वरूपभूतं ज्ञानम its own nature ज्ञानम स्वयमेव प्रकाशते स्फुरति. Now let us do some enquiry. If this jnanam is, let us say, not swaprakasha, not swayam prakasha, let us say it is paraprakasha, then either it will be illumined by another jnanam or it will be illumined by another ajnanam. Only two possibilities are there. So, if jnanam is illumined by ajnanam, then the illuminator ajnanam cannot be called ajnanam. And the illumined cannot be called jnanam, because then illumined will be called ajnanam, because it doesn't have jnanam. Jnanam is that which has its own ability to illumine. If it has to depend upon something else, then it is jada, it is not jnanam. So then jnanam will become ajnanam, ajnanam has to be called jnanam. So that is invalid. That is vadato vyaghata. And if that other illuminator is Jnanam, then you will have to say whether that Jnanam is different from, means the illumining Jnanam is different from illumined Jnanam, or are they same? Let us say Jnanam A is illumined by Jnanam B. Jnanam A is illumined by Jnanam B. Then is Jnanam B different from Jnanam A, or is it same? Is, if you say, so if we say they are different, because if it is same, then there is no point in discussing. It is one and the same. If they are different, if Jnanam B is different from Jnanam A, then you will have to say what is the difference in that Jnanam B which makes it illuminator, and what is the difference in Jnanam A which makes it illumined. If we say no, Jnanam B has the ability to illumine and Jnanam A is not having that, how do you distinguish between the two? So there is no real way to distinguish the two. And if both are similar, then why can't we have Jnanam A itself as illuminator? And if you say no, Jnanam A doesn't have that, we need Jnanam B, then we will say to illumine Jnanam B, you will need Jnanam C. There will be anavastha. So if you say Jnanam A has the ability to illumine itself as Swayam Prakasha, then everything is over. If you have to say there is dependence on something else, then that something else might have to depend upon something else. So either it can be anavastha dosha, or there could be that it depends on A depends upon B and B has to depend upon A. Then anyonya ashraya. If A has to depend upon B, B has to depend upon C, and C has to depend upon A, chakrikapatti. So anyonya ashraya, chakrikapatti, anavastha, all these doshas will start coming. So you have to accept that if there is jnanam, it has to be Swayam Prakasha only, Swayam Siddha. That he is going to explain in detail in the next shloka. But here, so this much we should understand that how the object gets illumined. The object is illumined because the Chaitanya, the Jnanam itself becomes Vishayakara. When we say Jnanam is there, I am Ghataha and I am Pataha, Jnanam alone takes the Akara of Ghata. Jnanam alone takes the Akara of Pata. And we are not able to really distinguish. So we think we are seeing the Vishaya. Actually what we are seeing is the Jnanam. Means what we are recognizing is Jnanam. Just as in Sthula Drishtanta, what we are, when we see the object, really what we are seeing is the light on that object. We can't see the object. We are able to see the light. So light is there all over the object. And that's why we think we are seeing the object. So light appears as black or geru. Geru is very interesting. And then whatever other color, Neela, Pitaha, Shamaha, Shwetaha, so that rang, that rupa is seen. Really speaking, light alone is appearing there. And ज्ञान स्वस्य द्रष्टुः स्वरूपभूतं ज्ञानं स्वज्ञानं. So Atma itself is Jnanam. That is what is said. Swarupa Bhutam Jnanam means Atma and Atma's Jnanam, like how Nyaya, Tarka, Darshana, how they understand. Jnanam is Dravya, Atma is Dravya, and Jnanam is Guna. This is how they understand. Atma is Dravya, correct? According to Nayayika. And Jnanam is Guna. So then Atma will become Jada. So they accept that Atma is Jada. So we don't accept that way. Because that Jada Atma, who wants ultimately? So this Jnanam is actually Swayam Prakasha and Ekarupa only, and does not need any other Sahakari sadhana. It is there independently existing. Swayameva Prakashate. Jnanasya aswaprakashatva badhakamaha. And if you take Jnanam as aswaprakasham, means not swaprakasha, not swayam siddha, then what is the badhaka? So that is given. Jnanam nachet swayam siddham jagadandham tamo bhavet nachedasya kriya kachit व्यवहार कथम भवेत. व्यवहार कथम भवेत. ज्ञानम न चेत् स्वयं सिद्धं जगदन्धं तमो भवेत न चेदस्य क्रिया काचित्. ज्ञानम स्वयं सिद्धं न चेत. If Jnanam was not Swayam Swata Siddha, Swata Prakasha, means Atma itself is having Satta, Atma itself is having Sphuranam. Jnanam here topic, how do we connect to the main discussion? Satta Sphuranam of Atma itself. If Atma has to depend upon something else, if Jnanam has to depend upon something else, if it is not Swata Sphurana Swarupa, then Jagad Andham Tamo Bhavet, Jagadandhya Prasanga, Andhakar, everything would not be, nothing would be known. Nacha Nached Asya Kriya Kachit. And also, if this is not the case, then Asya Kachit Kriya na Vyavahara Katham Bhavet. Then how the Ishvara would not have any Kriya Siddhi, then how Vyavahara also would take place. So, Nachedasya Kriya Kachit, Asya Parmeshwarasya Kachit Kriya Nached, if it doesn't have, then how Vyavahara would take place. In this way, two things are mentioned. So, Satta, Sphuranam, both are there, and Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti, both belong to that one alone. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ